Hello, my name is Patricia Walls, and I hand paint Remo vegan buffalo drums and also the frame drums. And I sell these on Etsy. I sell them on my website, patriciawalls.net, and I also sell them at psychic fairs and festivals. And I just wanted to give you a little taster of the drums. It's one thing to see them on the Etsy site and on my website, but it's another thing to actually hear them and to see how they work. So most of you who are looking for drums already know about drums, and you already know how to use them and how to honor them. And for a long time, I made and painted traditional drums made from animal hides, and I still love those. I have in my personal possession, I have a buffalo drum. I have had an elk drum and a bear drum and a deer, and I love them dearly. They are the energy from those drums, from the animals, are just incredible. Um, if you do any kind of ceremony, or if you live in a humid area, you know that uh, the drums go flat. The animal skin drums go flat because they are, after all, skin. They're hide, and they are flexible according to the humidity or the dryness. And so I stumbled across Remo fiber skin synthetic vegan, so to speak, drums, and I absolutely fell in love with them. And so now, instead of making drums from scratch, I buy them from Remo, and then I hand paint them for other people. I love the Remo drums because number one, they're vegan, so they're animal friendly. But number two, because they are fiber skin, they're synthetic, thus they never, ever, ever go flat. You can even play these in the rain, which is a huge selling point for all of my relatives that do ceremony or live in humid areas. So I wanted to make this video for you of the drums. This is my personal drum. This is my Dragon Light Language drum. And this one is by Remo, and it's called a Black Earth Baja drum. And it is synthetic. It's not made from animal hide. And the sound of this drum is really deep. So I wanted you to hear it. So you can hear the amazing tone of that drum. This is the Baja drum, the Black Earth drum. And it has a handle in the back so that you can hold it. Comes with a free beater. And then, let's see. And then there is the Remo Buffalo drum, which is a beige fiber skin. This again is my own personal drum. I love these drums. I love painting them. So this one, you can see that the sound is the pitch is a little higher. I love the fact that each drum has its own, and this one has also a handle on the back. So I love the fact that each of these drums have their own sound. So it doesn't matter which drum you buy, it's going to have its own sound according to the creation process. This is a frame drum. I have to go way out for you to see this one. This one is for sale. I don't have a personal frame drum. So frame drums do not have the handle on the back, and frame drums are played with the hand. I am not a frame drum player, so I suck at that. I won't even try. but you can hear that the sound is really good with this one, very deep. It has a lot of good range to it. And then you can hit it with the beater if you choose. Most people use these drums they play them with their hands because that's the whole purpose of a hand drum, isn't it? So one of my sisters suggested that I play a song for you, so I'm going to sing for you. So I do something called light language. Oh, and I also make and sell these beautiful polymer clay pendants with stones. This stone is from the Vortex. Whoops, see how that is? This stone is from Arizona, from the Vortex in Arizona. I absolutely adore it, and I do have a few of those to sell on my website. So I do something called light language. A lot of you are familiar with it. Light language is our first language. It's the language of source, and you would hear a lot of people speaking light language, or it's on the YouTube all day long. You can go Google light language. Everyone that I know that speaks light language speaks it differently because it is depending on our frequency and our interpretation of the frequency that we're receiving. Light language is frequency. It's frequency that is received by us through thought that we interpret, or through intuition, that we interpret through music, we interpret it through speech, we interpret it through writing, through symbols, through art. What is the other way? I don't know what the other way is. But anyway, light language is interpreted by human beings in a myriad of different ways. I sing light language, I speak light language, and I draw light language. And that's what this is. These are the light language symbols. This is when I'm receiving transmissions of light codes that look like symbols. There is no interpretation. There is only an interpretation by source, or by you, by your own beingness, how you interpret and how you receive the light codes. That's a whole nother story, whole nother time. But right now I'm gonna play some light language. I'm going to transmit, a light language blessing for you, and I hope that you receive it through your heart, because it comes from my heart to yours. So let's see how this goes. There you go. So, if you would like to see more of my light language drums, or any of my hand-painted drums, they are listed on my website, patriciawalls.net, and they are also listed on Etsy under Wise Woman, the store Wise Woman. It's spelled WISEWOMBYN for woman. And as a note, none of the drums are ever duplicated. If you buy a drum, you will not see another one like it. Um, Also, with my pendants, you will not see another pendant just like this one unless somebody else copies it. But I do not duplicate any of my work. I wish you all a beautiful, healing, joyful day. Lots of love.